I go. Before I go. Before I go, man, I gotta get rich. Before I go, man, I can't worry about no bitch. Before I go, gotta get my cash right. Before I go, I gotta party all night. Before I go, man, I'ma drink till I fall. Before I go, I'm gonna smoke with my dogs. Before I go, man, I'm like fuck all y'all. Before I go, you know I gotta get this dough. Before I go, I'ma hit my fucking licks. Before I go, this bitch she gon' suck my dick. Before I go, man, I gotta flip the strip. Before I go, you know I gotta keep doing this. Before I go, man, I'm gonna keep making music. Before I go, man, that I'ma keep doing it. Before I go, I just motherfucker, man, they don't wanna see a nigga live lavish, rather see a nigga in a casket. Before I go, I'ma get rich, nigga. Before I go, I'ma pimp a bitch, nigga. Before I go, I'ma make it happen, nigga. Before I go, I'ma make it from this rapping, nigga. Before I go, I'll make it for a trapping, nigga. Before I go, I'ma do what I gotta do. Before I go, I'ma make sure my family's straight. Before I go, nigga. Before I go, man, I gotta just stick to my plan. Before I go, you know I'm always gonna be a man. Before I go, I gotta see my kids raised. Before I go, you know a nigga will blaze. Before I go, I ain't taking no chances. Before I go, I'm out here getting the advances. Before I go, I gotta get this paper, dog. Before I go, you know these niggas wanna see me fall. Before I go, before I go, they'd rather see a nigga in a casket, dog. They'd rather see a nigga playing basketball, locked up state. They'd rather see a nigga with no paper, rather see a nigga with no weight. They'd rather see a nigga fucked up, not okay. Before I go, I gotta make sure my family's straight. Before I go, I gotta flip this fucking weight. Before I go, I gotta get these bills paid. Before I go, I gotta make sure my kids straight. Before I go, gotta make sure that everybody's okay. Before I go,